This might be one of the most evil men I've ever seen in a movie in my life. So the other night I watched the movie Rope. It's from 1948, it's directed by Alfred Hitchcock, and it stars Jimmy Stewart. And it focuses on a dinner party that is happening in the city. And this isn't a spoiler because this is how the movie starts. But at the very beginning, these two men kill their friend with a rope. Aha! They then put his body in a trunk and then have all their friends over for dinner. This was such a well-structured, tightly told story. It almost felt a little bit like Clue. Not in that everybody's a suspect, but just that every character that shows up brought something new to the table. And so this dinner party rolls on and on. Jimmy Stewart shows up and he starts to suspect that something's a little off. And so it becomes a story about, are these guys going to get found out? I'm obviously very familiar with Alfred Hitchcock as a person, but I haven't really watched a lot of his stuff. But I really appreciated the style and the storytelling aspect here. From a production standpoint, one thing I loved is being in this apartment. I feel like normally in these cases, you're living kind of horizontally. You watch a TV show, and as you move from room to room, it's very much a sideways experience. But in this movie, you're actually looking straight on. And so as characters go from room to room, it just feels like they're getting further and further away, which really just added to the tension of, oh my God, are they going to figure out where this body is? The thing that just really struck me on this movie, though, again, was this character here. The absolute gall and ego on this man. Him and his partner just killed someone. His partner's really struggling with this decision, but he seems to revel in it. He loves to make people uncomfortable. He's invited this woman over who's about to be engaged to the man that he just killed. He's also invited over her ex just to make things as incredibly awkward as possible. He's invited over the dad of the guy he just killed, his aunt, and then Jimmy Stewart plays their former housemaster at school. And so there's all these people that know this guy that they just murdered. And the entire time they just keep going, when's David going to show up? And this guy's just reveling in it. He thinks that he has a right to kill people. And the completely sick thing is that he set up the table for them to have dinner on top of the trunk where he put the body. And again, while these are story points, none of this is actual spoilers in terms of how the story is progressing. But he's just a sick man. And oftentimes you'll see people that have these type of ego, but they almost feel like caricatures. Everything's so hyperinflated with them in other movies. But this felt like a very real person that you could know. And that just made it 10 times scarier. One thing I really loved about this movie was just the background. You're overlooking the city and the sun is slowly setting, but by the time the movie ends, it's night and there's flashing city lights outside. And so as everything starts to wrap up, there's this red and this green that's just flashing in the room, and it's just adding to this tension. Just a brilliant story. It's only 80 minutes long too, which is great. I just really love this. And Jimmy Stewart was great as usual. Definitely check it out. Be sure to like this video, leave a comment if you've seen this or any other Hitchcock movies, and let me know what you think. Be sure to follow along so you can see more movie reviews like this. All right, take care.